Welcome to How to Day Trade. It's Monday, July 21st, 2025. Market's going to open here in 7 minutes. And I will be back to take a trade. I've got math today at 94% is the mathematics on the trade today. So very, very high. And I will take it. It's actually on the NQ and the YM and the ES at 94% today. I'll be back. Okay, market's about to open, 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. Now what I'm doing is just looking for my trading system and letting me know which direction it's going to go. Okay, I'm just waiting for the signal here. Ready to go in at market with 5 contracts, either short or long. Just waiting on a signal. Looks like it wants to go long here. Waiting for a long signal to come. Okay, I've got a long position here on the YM and set up a sell limit to get out for 50 ticks at 44,714. 50 ticks. This trade has a 92% success rate on it. Now, let me need to switch over to the NQ. And I need to set up an order on it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, setting up an order here. I'm going into the NQ with a buy order, a buy stop limit, quantity 5, stop set to 23,396.25. The limit on the stop is set to 23,397. So it's not going to get me filled any higher than 23,397. It's going to be limited to that price and no higher. Now I've got the limit set to 23,447 for a $50 profit, which is 200 ticks on the NQ. This is a 94% success rate on this trade. Okay, I'm going to place the order. Okay, order is placed. Buy stop limit 23,396.25. It's going to get me in going long, and then I'm looking to get out at 23,447 for a $50 profit. A little bit over, but I'm giving a little bit of buffer there in case it gets me in for a bad price. So here we go. Okay, and okay, get me out of the YM right there. I'm out for 50 ticks. That was a 92% trade right there. We'll go take a quick look at it. NQ. Take a look at the YM. Okay, NQ is about to get me in here. See how it gets me in. 390. Okay, get me in. Okay. 396.56, not too bad. That's pretty good. Always want to limit that order. Could have raced up really fast, and I always want to limit it. This is a 94% success rate. The last one was 92%, which is very high, but this one's even higher. 94% at $50. Now I could go for more, But if you want to keep the math really super high, you play the math. And of course, I'm the one who figured all the math out, so I'm a big advocate for just playing the math. But there are times when it is appropriate to go for it, and I go for trades all the time. But I just want to show you how powerful it is just to play the math. Okay, I'll be right back. Just to go take a quick look at the YM. Okay, so YM shot up, got me out at 714. And the YM went up to 716, so just barely got me out by 2 ticks there. But it most likely is going to go much higher on the YM. Just like NQ here has a 94% chance to hit this price, 94%, before it were ever to hit the stop. So that is really super high math, 94%. It really doesn't get much better than that. These trades have been back tested and calculated and forward tested for 15 years. So this is really super solid math. And this trade has 94% success rate on it. Last trade, 92%. All trades are calculated exactly and followed to see what their other math goes to, their overall math. In order to have 94%, you have to win over and over and over and over again. You see what it looks like on paper. It's just one win after another. That's all it is. So it's, you know, it's the only way to trade, is to trade with the math. And you're going to see here today that this trade is going to go up here, just like it does over and over and over again, and it's going to work. And that's the beauty of having the math. It takes a lot of work to get that kind of math, 15 years. But once you've got it, this is the result. Okay, NQ beginning to make its move up here towards the exit. Still got a ways to go. But the math says with 94% that it's going to hit here. So what should you do? Get out right now? No. Always play the math and always go for the math. No matter what you think it's going to do, no matter what it looks like, always just play the math. If you do that, you'll be a winner, just like you see me being a winner. See, look, it looks like it's going to come back down. Don't let that bother you. Don't let it scare you. Just play the math. I just want to show real quick how it's coming back down. I had, a bit of profit there, and it's coming back down. But I don't get out of the trade because I know that it's going to go up here with 94% success rate. So no reason to get out. The only way to make the math is to play the math. The only way to get 200 ticks is to go for 200 ticks. And with 94%, you don't have any reason not to play the math. In fact, if you don't play the math, you won't profit like you should. You should always just play the math, and then you'll profit like you're supposed to. Too many people, they get nervous in a trade, and then they'll just take the profit, like right here, for instance. But that's no good, because you've got to play the math. You got to have 1-to-1 or better between your stop and between your loss and your profit, 1-to-1 ratio. And then you got to be able to hit your profit. And then you got to have really high math. And this math is so high, it's ridiculous. But, still you have to play disciplined and always play that way. Always think that way and always play that way. And just always play the math. And keep in mind, this is the minimum. This trade calls for $50 to $100, which is 200 to 400 ticks. So I'm only going for the minimum, which is 200. Okay, this trade is taking a bit longer than I had anticipated, longer than it usually takes. So what I'm going to do, and I need to leave now, I got to turn my back on the trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a break-even stop on it and just let it go. It's either going to go up to the exit and hit, or it'll come down and break me even. going to put a $5 buffer on it. So I'm in at 396.5. Let's call it 397. So I'm going to put it at 402 for a $5.50 buffer, because the stop will go off at market, and I don't want to get a bad price. I don't want to lose money on the trade, so I'm going to make sure I'm not going to lose money. I'll put a $5 buffer on it. So let's go ahead and place the order, put a stop order on it in at 5. Always make sure your position's at 5, you got 5, and then put the stop on it. So it's going to be 23,402. 23,402.00. And just to confirm, that puts me 402, that puts me at $5 buffer right there. And I am in long, so I'm going to be putting a sell stop at 5 at a stop at 23,402 to make sure I'm not going to lose on this trade. All right, let's place it. Okay, so there is my sell stop, 23,402. Now if it comes down, it's going to sell me out at market. I just call it a break-even trade. Didn't make any money, but didn't lose any money either. Or it's going to keep on going to my exit here. Now obviously I could just exit for a profit. I could take this right here, this sell limit, grab a hold of it on the chart and pull it down to the current price and let it, or not even have to let it go, just pull it down there and hold it, and it'll get you out immediately at whatever limit price, the current price. As soon as you hit the limit, that price, it'll go off. So, and it'll limit to that price. So you'll be getting out the current market price. And, you know, if you want to get out right away, you could do that. Or obviously I could just sell. But anyway, it's either going to make it or it won't. And I don't want to risk it coming down on me when I am not here to watch it. And I don't want to play the stop on it because I'm already ahead. Normally I don't need to do this because it's already made it already. But it's just moving a bit slow. Summertime, moving a bit slow, but no big deal. You'll see as I take these trades every day, they have such high math, I win on them over and over and over again. Anyway, so I will come back, maybe not until much later, but I'll record what the outcome was and show it to you. Currently at 263 right now for the liquidity for my account. So whatever way it goes, I'll show you which way it either came down and hit my stop or made it to the exit. So I'll be back later to show it to you. Okay, I come back to check before I leave, and sure enough, it come down to hit my stop there, break even stop, got me out just for a little tiny profit. Anyway, not a very good day today. It's just not moving, but it will go up here and hit. By the way, I need to cancel that order. By the way, it's just really slow. It will go up there to that price, but I don't want to take the risk while I've got to leave. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow to take another trade. Got really high math tomorrow. Forget what it is. I think it's about 92%, something like that. So just take another trade tomorrow. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow.